on the rule of inference, okay, based on the rule of inference, then today I will discuss some more properties based on the universal quantifiers and logical quantifiers, okay. So there is some properties related like the rule of inference is given to you, okay. Okay, so this is the question. So first try to rethink it, okay, and try to solve it. Then I will share you the solution of this one, and before that I will ask you by the name, okay. So what is it's given here in the question. Listen student, today class is very important because once I complete this class then we can go for the MATLAB session also. So prior to finish the theory part, then we can go to the MATLAB. Okay. So read the question once and I will ask you by the name. So this is the question based on based on rules of inference. Okay. Only rule of inference is required. I am giving you this question because we can study the further rule of inference for quantifiers, okay, because the same rules will be applicable in quantifiers, some rules, not all, okay. So solve it, prove it is a valid conclusion, then I will ask you, okay. So okay, I will read the question. What is given here? Show that the premises, okay, show that the premises valid argument. So whatever the conclusion is given, you need to prove it is a valid, okay. So what are the premises given to you? The premises is given, if you send me an email message, then I will finish writing the program, okay. This is the first statement. So you can suppose P and Q. If you do not send me an email message, if you do not send me an email message, then I will go to sleep early. This is the next statement, means premises. This one the first premises, this one second premises, and I will go to sleep early. Then I will wake up feeling refreshed, okay. So this is a third one. Now, what is the conclusion? If I do not finish writing the program, then I will pick up. So, you can suppose this one is the first, this one is the second, and this one is the third. So, after finishing, means copying these statements, you need to prove it is a valid conclusion. This one is a fourth, you can say, fourth point, okay. Now, solve it, I will ask you by the name. And whatever the given in the PPTs, that are always the important part. And if you are reading a book, then it is also very good. If you are not reading, then it may lag you somewhere. And also you can think for the what are the properties you have. The rule of inference you have, rules of inference, First one is rule of inference, RI. Second, also I told you, positive, contra positive, contra I'm writing CP, contra positive, contra negative, these statements, and some equivalent laws. Okay, so whatever you want you can use here. So okay, it is better I can ask by the name. Okay, if I'm opening then you are not able to see it. Lokeshwari completed means you are doing?
I'm doing it, sir.
Yeah, okay. I will ask you because I know it is a short time. In
Okay.
this time you are not able to solve.
So we need to solve using the properties, no sir?
Yeah. Again, please tell me again.
Do we need to use the properties and solve?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to use the rule of inference properties here. That modest tolerance, modest exponents, that one.
Okay, sir. Understood. Sir, 2 minutes.
Yeah, this question is based on the previous topic, rules of inference only. Quantifiers is not here. After this, I will discuss the quantifiers rule.
Okay, sir.
Today I will forward you this PPT also, and one PDF is also I will send you today. So, Sanath. So I don't know the name because in the mail ID it is written there. Sanathuli Kiri. Maybe Sanath is their name.
Yes, sir.
So what's your name?
Sanath.
Okay. Completed?
Yes, sir. Half.
Half completed. Okay, you can do.
Yes.
Good. Rohit. Rohit Mudge.
Sir, I'm still solving.
Okay. Ratnesh. This question is very easy. It is based on the previous topic. On the today I will discuss new topic. I am only revising this question because
Hello.
some properties are yeah. Okay, Ratnesh completed.
Oh, sir.
Okay. Raghav Dubey.
Yes, sir, doing.
Okay, Raghav, you have one doubt, so I can take some example on your doubt and we'll discuss maybe in next class. Okay, I will clear your doubt that also. Never.
Yeah.
Pratik Shetty.
So are there 4 arguments in this?
No.
PQRS, PQR, yeah,
There are 4
4 arguments, PQRS.
premises.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
3 premises.
3 premises and 4 things.
One conclusion. In
PQRS.
total, there are 4 statements.
Yeah, statements.
So P is if you send me a mail, and Q is I will finish writing the program, and R is if I will go to sleep, I will go to sleep early, and
Yeah.
S is I will wake up feeling refreshed.
Yes.
Exactly 4, right? Hello.
Yes.
So the conclusion I'm not getting it properly.
You are getting a conclusion is valid or not?
I still didn't approach to it. Just give me a few more. Some more time, sir.
Sir, is it invalid?
No, it is valid.
Then how to do, sir?
Yeah, that's why I told you one second point, use contrapositive also. Yeah, I am doing this example only because here in this question contrapositive is also required. This is a hint, you can open still that contrapositive. I think it is in second PDF or typed second PDF. You can check there. I will discuss the solution also. In the next slide, the solution is there. Okay, students. I am going to discuss the solution. So, now first look what I am supposing P. You send me an email message. This one is P. Q. What is Q? I will finish writing the program. R. I will go to sleep early. S. I will wake up feeling refreshed. So 4 statements or first prepositions we use. Now what is given in the first? In the first it is given, if you send me an email message, then I will finish writing the program. So that means P conditional Q. Okay. Second, if you do not send me an email message, then I will go to sleep early. Already the question in the previous slide, just I am revising. That means this statement. Now third, if I will go to sleep early, I will wake up, then I will wake up feeling refreshed. Okay, this one is third point. Okay, so 3 points are given. And what is the conclusion? You need to prove this from the 3 statements you are getting. So what is that? If I will not writing the program, then I will wake up feeling refreshed. Okay, this one is the conclusion. So we need to use 3 statements to prove this one. Okay, now look at on the first 2. Okay, look on first 2 premises. It is P conditional Q and it is negation P conditional R. If this property, first one I am saying about this, if this condition is whatever it is written like this, blank conditional negation P, if this is written like this, something conditional negation P and then second is negation P to R, then we will get here to R. So you can think, is there any property by which we can get negation P here and also something? So yes, negation Q to negation P. That property is called contrapositive. In the previous question, at that time I didn't find any example based on contrapositive. Right now I have find, so I am giving you this one. So first premise is P conditional Q, it is given. Second, we can use the contrapositive in the first one. Okay, so this one. Now negation Q to negation P and copy the next given premises negation P to R. So from where we will get negation Q conditional R. Okay, this one by using the hypothetical syllogism in second and third. Okay, so it is obvious. Now negation Q to R and this one is R to S. So simple, negation Q to R and R to S, then you can use same hypothetical syllogism, then you will get the perfect answer. This statement is valid. So only the thing here is new is contrapositive. Already we discussed, but we didn't use in the question. So that's why I gave you this question. Okay, so keep remind that property is also contrapositive, positive. There are 4 properties. You can check in the second typed PDF. At the end it is given. Some examples is also given. And once that quantifiers topic is covered, then we can discuss more and more examples. Okay, I can solve some more examples.
So how many marks would this come for?
For topic or unit?
For these sort of problems.
Okay, if this is the problem, wait, if this is the problem, then definitely it will minimum of 5 marks. Okay, because from the one unit we have to give you the 20 marks question in not in the main exam, in the semester end examination. I need to give 20 marks from each unit. So from this we'll give you 20 marks. So if this type of question is there in semester end, then it is of 10 marks. If it is in the term test, then it is of 5 marks, or in the assignment also. You will get all the question easily. I will solve some more questions in the upcoming classes, because I sent you one Google form in the last week. So at there some student has written that, sir, we require more example to solve. So I will follow that students and will give you some more examples. Okay, now, so it is okay. It is for the revision purpose. Now what is the next topic? This one. Now understand it carefully. This one is the main, means main is also the previous one, but this one is all new also for you. So try to understand what is this. So already we studied the quantifiers. Okay, we studied quantifiers. In quantifiers, what we studied? 2 types of quantifiers. Universal. Okay, I am writing directly. That means for all, that is called universal. And second one is existential, that is there exists, means some quantity exists. So 2 types of quantifiers we have studied, but based on these properties, based on these quantifiers, some properties is there. So what are the properties there? So first one is universal instantiation. Okay, first I will tell you how to understand the property name. So this property has been obtained from the 2 words universal. So universal already you know, for all. Okay, and instantiation means at instant. Okay, at instant. So two words are there. First, for all we are having, that means we have. That means we drive. That means this property we are having, we need to drive this. At instant we can drive the outcome. So what is the meaning of this? So already you know universal. Universal means for all x, px. So whatever it is given, it is always assumed to be true. So this part is true. So what is given here? For all x, px. So whatever the values of x exist means we can take the x from the domain. Always we have a domain. So always x belongs to domain. So whatever with the x we have, px is true. So for all x, okay. So if I say x belongs to x1, x2, dot 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 xn, this is the domain, okay. This one comma, this is a domain. So what is means C can be any point. So maybe x1 is C, maybe x2 is C, or maybe xn is C. So C may be any point. So if the property is true for all x px, if the property is true for all x px, then definitely it is true for one point also, and that point is from the domain, okay. So overall, from the for all points we can tell at any instant point also, we can able to govern or tell the property at any point C also, and C and also from the domain. So it is obvious, okay. Now in language form, this is in the mathematical expression, now it is in the language form. So what it is, if a predicate is true, predicate means this one, what is true for all element x in the domain, okay, then it is true for any specific element C. So simple, if it is true for all, then definitely it is true for C, but must be from the domain. So simply, if I say there are 50 students in a class and all students are intelligent, so at particular I can take anyone, roll number 30, I say this is also intelligent. So this is the conclusion. If the properties follows for all, then it follows for at any particular point also, okay. This is the universal instantiation. Now example, the domain consists of all dogs and Fido is a dog. So what is the domain? All dogs, and Fido is a dog. So what I am saying, all dogs are cuddly. All dogs are cuddly. So definitely Fido is a dog, so Fido is also cuddly. So all dogs means these are x1, x2, x3 up to xn. So these are dogs. So Fido is cuddly. So Fido is also a dog, it is written here. So Fido maybe I don't know, but Fido may be x1, Fido may be x2, x3, or maybe xn. Anyone is Fido. So Fido is also a dog. So Fido means instantly at any point. This is a point, and dog is a domain. So if all dogs are cuddly, then definitely if Fido is a dog, then Fido is also a cuddly. Okay, so this is the universal instantiation. There are 4 properties, and after that, not 4 properties, these are a theory. After these 4 theories, we have 3 properties. So try to understand the properties now. First I will tell you the example here. Okay, first I will tell you the example, then I will tell you the explanation. So what is given here? The domain consists of dogs, Fido, Spot, Buddy. Okay, so domain is consisting of the dogs. What are the dogs? Fido, Spot and Buddy. These are the names. So Fido is cuddly, it is given. Spot is cuddly, it is given. Fido is cuddly, it is given. So what we are getting, domain is a dog, and dog is a Fido, Spot is also a dog, and Buddy is also a dog. 3 points are given. And what are the properties of 3 points? Properties means cuddly. Fido is cuddly, Spot is cuddly, Buddy is cuddly. So therefore, we can assume, it is an assumption. So therefore, we can assume all dogs in the domain are cuddly, because whatever the dogs are given to us, okay, whatever the dogs are given to us, that dogs are cuddly. So we can assume all dogs are cuddly. Okay. So what is this property? Finite points are given to us. Means some points are given to us, and what we are doing, we can reach up to the all points. Okay. From some we can reaching to the all. But in the previous property, what is this? All is given, we reach to the some points. Okay, in the previous property, that is opposite. For all x is given, we reach to the particular point. But in the next slide, some points are given, we can reach to the domain. So this property is called universal generalization. So what is the meaning? Universal means for all, it is obvious. Generalization means we need to generalize the result. What is the meaning of generalization? So generalization means for 1 it is true, for second it is true, for n it is true. So we can say it is true for all x. For 1x it is true, for 2x, for nx. If it is true for all, then we can say whatever the number exists is true for all. Already studied in mathematical induction. Okay, so this property is same as that one. So what is this? Now I am explaining the property. PC. For an arbitrary C, whatever it is given, it is always true. PC is true, C is arbitrary. Okay, so we can say it is true for all x. C is arbitrary, like here. C means maybe 2 points, 3 points or 4 points. Okay, we are generalizing the result. This is called assumption. Okay, we are assuming. So mostly all the result is based on assumption. So if it is true for particular C, not particular, for arbitrary C, arbitrary means anyone, for any C, arbitrary means any. For PC, if it is true, then definitely it is true for all x. We are generalizing, so you can think for the generalization. Okay, so this is the second theory. Now next, existential instantaneation. So exist means now, we can study for there exist. Instantiation means at particular instant. If it is true for all, means if it is existential, then there exists x px is true. Okay, means there is some x for which this propositional function is true. So yes, we can say maybe it is. So we can say that x is c. So pc for some c, some is written here. If it is true for some x, then we can say that yes, x may be c1. So like if it is x1, x2 up to xn is a domain. Okay, so maybe it is true for x2, x3, x4 it is true. Okay, that means this one. So we can say yeah, it may be c. We are just giving the name. Okay, so there exists some c for which pc is true. So we can assume if there exists x, px is true. So yes, there is some point c for which pc is true. So what is their verbal form? If a predicate is true, some element in the domain. If a predicate is true for some element in the domain, means for this, then it is true for some specific c. Yes. So at particular we can say this one is c. So there is someone who got an A in the course. Okay. Example. There is someone who got an A in the course. So we can say let's call her C. We are giving them name as C. So we can say C got an A marks. This is an example. Okay. Like in class CSE B, there is one CR, there is some CR, maybe if it is 2 CR, because if one CR is absent, then in place of next CR has to be work. So we can say yes, there is a student C who is CR, like this. Now this is the last property, not property, a theory. Existential generalization. So same as for the previous. Some means existential. Generalization means at particular point C is given, we need to prove for X. We can generalize for X. Okay. For particular points is given, we need to generalize it for X. So what is this? PC for some element C means true. For some is written already. PC for some element C, maybe CR, C1, C2, C3, C4, okay. So we can say there exists X, Px. So yes, if for some PC is true, so we can write in generalized form there exists X, Px. There exists X means it is sum. Okay, this one. And so we are using X, so definitely we can write X here in place of C. Okay, this is existential generalization. So what is their verbal form? If a predicate is true for some specific element C in the domain, it is necessary the point is from the domain. So we can say there exists an element X for which it is true. So what is the example? Michelle got an A in the class. Michelle. Particular student got an A. So maybe after some time anyone can forget their name. So after some time, or anyone can say therefore there is someone who got an A in the class. Okay. So it is also true now. But what is happening here? At this point we know the name Michelle means C. But here we are not saying Michelle, but we are saying someone who got an A marks in the class. So this are the 4 theory. Now will give you property. So if is any doubt you can ask, otherwise I can reach to the three main properties. Okay, now look at this PDF. So these properties already discussed: universal instantiation, existential instantiation, universal generalization and existential generalization. It is covered. Now the properties. First one is universal modus ponens, second universal modus tollens, third one is universal hypothetical syllogism. Now how to understand the property and how to use. So what is given here? So the first property is universal modus ponens. First, what is given here? The universal word. Okay, universal. Universal means for all x. And what is modus ponens? Now listen carefully. So already you know the modus ponens property. So what is modus ponens? What you have studied? P conditional Q, P, then your answer you will get Q. This is modus ponens you already studied. I am not going to explain briefly again true, false, because already you know. So this is when the prepositions are given. Prepositions. X is not here. Okay, this is when only the prepositions are given. Already you know. Now generalize this property. We are doing first universal. So what we can write? For all x, because universal. Second, if x is given, so in place of p and q, previously we are using a small p and a small q, so now we can use better a capital P because we are using a preposition functional. So we can use px and qx. This one for all x, px and qx. And second, pa. So what is the meaning of this? For first, for all x, this condition is true. For all x, px conditional qx is true, because always we can assume the given premises is true. Second, pa. So first px is given. Okay. First px is given for general. Second, particular is given at k. Simple if I say all men are healthy. Okay. So that means this one, px, all men are healthy. If I say Ram is healthy, you can assume Ram is man, okay? Because I'm not writing a complete, all men are healthy. That means for all x, px. And if I say Ram is healthy, then what is the meaning? pc. If it is px. Okay, if it is px, then it is pc. Because Ram is a particular point, C. X is valid because we are writing man. In place of particular, in place of the complements, we are talking about a particular point, that means C. Okay, so same.
Sir, it should be Ram is men, no sir.
No. That's why I'm saying you can assume Ram is a man.
Hoping
What is
Ram is a man, it comes under the P of
Ram
X category also.
You can write in bracket Ram is a man. That's why I'm saying you can assume by yourself Ram is a man.
Then okay.
All men are healthy.
You are okay. You are assuming Q of A.
Yeah. So px, it is not an example, just a small thing. Px, what is px? All men are healthy. This is called x for all men. And what
Okay.
is pc? C means a particular point. Ram is
Okay.
healthy.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Understood, sir.
I am telling only the difference between px and pc. How we can write for the x and how we can write at particular point. Same property, if it is following on the particular point, then we can write a point here. This one. So now, what is the modest ponens property with the universal? For all x, px conditional qx is given. Okay. Second, pa is given. First, in the point they are talking about x, general. Second, they are talking about particular. So directly you can write it is true for all q at particular points. I will give you an example in the slide. Examples is there. Okay. So this is modest ponens. For A is called some elements. At some point it is true because A is sum. A is arbitrary. Now second is modest tonens. The property is modest tonens. So what is modest tonens? Same. For all x, px, qx is true. It is given. First, in the statement, general points are given. Then in the second, at particular points is given. Whatever it is given here in general and it is given at here at particular. Negation q. Negation means not. So what is the conclusion? Negation PA is the conclusion. Same for hypothetical. If first in the general is given, second in the at particular points is given. So only you can keep remind one thing, some points. Now I am showing you the example, you will get easily. Okay. Don't look on the solution. Okay, first I will show you the example. So what is the example here? Example. Rewrite the following argument using quantifiers, okay, variables and predicate symbols. Okay, symbol. Variables means x, predicate symbols. You can use px, qx and connective also, and quantifiers. Prove the validity of the argument. Same, you need to prove it is valid or not. So whatever in starting it is called premises, it is given to you, and this one is the conclusion. This one is conclusion. So now try to understand how we can connect this question with the previous theory. Okay. So first all is given, means for all x, if I am supposing x, all healthy peoples eat an apple a day. All healthy peoples eat an apple a day. So first you need to suppose which is x and what is the given. So for all x is healthy person. Okay, we are supposing x is healthy person. All healthy persons eat an apple a day. So for all x, if x is healthy person, then x eat an apple a day. Okay, this one. So this is the first sentence rephrasing. For all x, if x is healthy person, then x eat an apple a day. Okay. So for all x means for all x. Now you can suppose this one as p. Okay, px. I am supposing this function as px. Then eat an apple a day, qx. So it is the first premises. Got it? This one is first. It is obvious. You studied up to here already. Now, second. Second. I am writing second here. Ram does not eat apple a day. So Ram. Now first they are talking about all healthy peoples. It is general, it is given. Means X. Generally in the first sentence, generally they are talking about all peoples. Now in the second, what they are doing? At particular they are talking. Ram does not eat apple a day. Okay, at particular. So if X is healthy person, then X eat an apple a day. So it is an X eat an apple a day. So Ram does not eat apple. So it is means from this sentence it is belonging QX. So what is given? QC, negation. So I am saying Ram is C. You can write also Q Ram out. It is depending on you, because Ram is a particular point, Q Ram. In place of Ram, it is better you can write C. Not means negation. So two premises we have. So now I am writing again, deleting whatever I write. So now, what is the first sentence? For all X, Px conditional Qx. Second one is Ram does not means QC, negation. Now which property is applicable? Look here. Which property? This one. Universal modest tolerance. For all X, Px, Qx is given and negation Qa. So what is the answer? Negation Pa by using universal modest tolerance. Now come here. So which property is applicable? So what is the answer? Negation Pc. So negation Pc means, as per conclusion, Ram is not healthy person. Because what is Px? X is healthy. Because what is Px? X is healthy. Already we suppose, but we are getting Pc. So C means Ram. Ram is healthy, but we are getting negation. So negation means Ram is not healthy. Okay, so this is a valid argument. So if you have doubt in the same question, you can ask. I will show you the solution also. Wait. This is the solution. You can read it by once. You can read it by once. If you have doubt, you can ask. Read it once by yourself.
Sir.
Also. You tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, Ram is a man, what's the question? 1 second. Ram is man, no, sir, he is people.
No, actually, something is obvious. All healthy people. It is not written man, okay? People.
Mm.
So all healthy people eat an apple a day. So Ram does not eat apple. So you can assume, actually we are human beings, so we know Ram, if they are talking about Ram, so Ram is a people already. It is inbuilt. Okay, don't take confusion. They can need to write Ram is a people, then they can does not eat apple. So it is not written means it is inbuilt. No need to make confusion here by yourself. Okay.
Sir, read the messages. I wrote P of C gives negation Q of X, so that's wrong.
I'm not getting. Means question is wrong or the solution is wrong?
My solution. If you open the chat box, I wrote the solution. Once
Okay,
check.
okay, wait 1 minute.
Yes.
Because today I didn't open. In mobile I didn't open the chat today.
So not WhatsApp, here only in Teams.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, see.
On Teams you will send me the answer or
On
WhatsApp?
Teams, sir. Teams. Basically,
Yeah. But on Teams it
yeah,
is
here.
Mahadev it is showing.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, Mahadev. So
Sir,
PA conditional negation QX.
Hmm.
Why you are writing from? Why this? Why you are getting X? Okay, you are generalizing the result. So, but for PA where PA is given.
That's why I asked. Ram is people,
No,
no,
no, no.
sir.
So, that's okay. RAM, okay. Or you need to assume it is a people. It is inbuilt, it is a people. Because what we are supposing here, if for all x, if x is a healthy person. So already Ram is a person. But what is QX? X eats an apple a day. So Ram is linking about an eating apple a day. So Ram is linking with the action eating apple a day. Don't be in confusion that you need to suppose Ram is a person, because we already assume that X is a healthy person. So now we are talking about particular point. Yeah, whatever you are saying, that is right. PA. You can also say PA. But
So how will we know when to use PA and when to use that? Now we know that this is the property we have to use. So we are taking negation of Q of X, sir. But in the solution, we won't know if we have to take P of A gives negation Q of X or negation Q of X. So
yes.
we'll get
So
confused now, sir.
yeah. That's why it is called logics, first point. Now second, same thing. Ram does not eat apple a day. So you can focus their action. What you have assumed the action in the previous line. Okay. First you need to suppose always for the action. Don't think for man, people, dogs. Don't care about this. This is
Nouns,
secondary.
okay.
The main thing is action.
Okay, sir.
Okay, think for the action in all the question. If some more in the next class, I will create some more examples. We'll clarify it. Okay.
Yes, sir, sure. Thank you so much.
Always think for the action. Okay. Still now.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Next question. Next question. Yeah, but these are very basic examples. Actually, in the PPT, what I forward you, there is some more very difficult examples. So that's why in the morning I thought, yeah, there is some more difficult examples. So first I will discuss with you some basic examples. Now, question for you. Don't write here. I didn't copy the statement. Use quantifiers, predicates, and this to write. This is question symbol. You can think is a question, and you need to prove k square odd is a valid argument. Okay. These are two premises. First point. These are premises, and this is conclusion. Prove it. First copy this, okay, then I will show you the property, because I know some student has not copied the PPT, sorry, that property. Okay, I think you copied the question. Can I show you the property or still I can remain here? Yeah, also in the Google form I also read some students require more question to be solved in class based on algebraic properties. Okay, so I will take care of that also. When this topic is finished, I will give you and will solve some more questions on the topic whatever the covered. Either it is algebraic operations, either rules of inference, or either quantifiers. Okay.
Yes, sir. It's modest ponens.
Now got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For
Yes,
some
sir.
students, I will show the property also because some students is not written the property. So these are the properties. I will ask you by name. I am waiting for. Okay. Okay. So wait 1 minute. I will ask you by name that you are getting or not. Jayendra. Jayendra. Jayendra, you are listening? Second, Jayendra. Okay. So he's not replying. Hmm. Okay. Kushal. Not replying. Muskan.
Yes, sir.
The question is completed.
Yes, sir.
You are getting?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Yeah, okay, good. What is their name? Nememia. What's your name?
Name, sir. Name.
Name. Sorry. Name is the only name. So
Yeah.
completed.
So I'm getting some different answers, so I'm trying.
Okay. If you have doubt, you can ask easily, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Praneeth? Praneeth, roll number 2087. Not replying to many students. If you are not replying, I didn't want the answer, but I want first the reply. If you are not replying, that means absent, because I am not taking your attendance by the name. What I'll do, I'll copy your attendance, means I download your attendance, and there is a one single code. If I put that single code, automatically from the previous it will get absent and present. And on Thursday I will tell you your attendance and present also, means how many attendance you have absent or present, okay, for the verification purpose, because I will download you this one with your name. So in the Excel, by some coding, we get it automatically. Renu Dwivedi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I only need yes sir or no sir, it is okay for me, because for the answer I can give you, but only the presence is the most important. That last one
Sir,
is, yes ma'am?
Praneeth texted you on WhatsApp. He says yes, sir.
Okay, I will check. Praneeth, okay. That one is last one, Mohammed. Yes sir, Mohammed. Yes sir, Mohammed. Yes sir, Mohammed. Okay. So now this is the solution. The question is very easy. This is the question. Now this is the solution. You can read it, and if you found out, those students who are not getting the answer, they can read it, try to understand, and then discuss with me. Okay. Mahadev, you got the answer?
Yes, sir, I got.
Okay,
Yes,
you are
sir.
getting that? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Those who have a doubt, you can ask. Okay. Because in this topic, definitely there is some difficult question in the quantifiers. But in the previous, the rules of know that only where P and Q is required for the proposition, the questions are very easy there. Then I will give you one more question. First, the students who are not getting, name me, because you are doing that question. Name me.
Hello?
Uh,
Hello, sir.
read
Yeah.
this question. Read this question and try to understand it. Any difficulty you are finding, you can ask me. Okay, right
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Because first I want to know that you can know by reading also. Then I will explain. Okay. Then I will write the next question. Same on the same slide. Just I'm scrolling. So this is a question already some students are doing. So right now I am writing a question for those students who have completed. But take care. This question is little bit. Where is this time? Okay, now next question. For any person who works at Taco Bell. Taco Bell is company name. For any person, for any quantifier is given for any person who works at Taco Bell. Okay. TACO, TACO, BELL, Taco Bell. These are the different ones. Comma, that person like tacos. Simple. If I say for any person who can work in Cadbury, chocolate Cadbury, they can like chocolates. So like saying for any person who can work at Taco Bell's, taco is their product, that person like tacos. Okay, you can also you can write chocolate Cadbury, then they can like chocolates. Okay, so then all who work at Taco Bell likes tacos. This is the question. So on the same slide, two questions are there. First question is this one. Those who have completed it is good, and if not, they can ask me or doubt. Okay, I will explain this question also. And for those students who have completed, they can solve the next question. I will explain this question for the students. So what is given here? If a number is odd, this is a simple A. If a number is odd, it is not A. If a number is odd, it is not A, it is A. If a number is odd, then its square is odd. Okay, listen carefully. If a number is odd, then its square is odd. So quantifier is not given, but you can think for yourself. If a number is odd, so definitely they are talking about all numbers. If whatever the number is odd, then its square is odd for all. This rule is valid for all always. Now second, k is a particular number that is odd. So already they have written k is particular number. So this is called premises, what is given, and this is the conclusion part. Now you need to prove it. So if a number is odd, so you can think for the quantifier also. For all x, if x is odd, because first point is if a number is odd, you are taking x, then x is odd, then its square is odd. So definitely if you are taking x, then x square is odd. Now second point. Okay, first you can write it. So for all x, simple, for all x, this one, x is odd, we are taking as px, and x square is odd, we are taking as qx. So if a number is odd, then its square is odd. So if, then, so conditional means px conditional qx. Okay, for all x, px conditional qx. First point, it is obvious. Now second, this is the main what we are studying today. K is a particular number that is odd. So is odd. So this is for same, is odd, particular number, not talking about square, only they are talking about number. So what a function we are taking here, x is odd. So x is odd is px. So what is px? X is odd. Now, so what is this? pk. K is odd. This is for particular. So means pk is given to you here. So this point is called pk. Okay. So this one is pk. It is given in the. Now what is the conclusion? So conclusion is k square is odd. Square is odd means qx, but here k. So your conclusion is qk. So if you will get the conclusion as qk, then your answer is right. So now simple, write the first sentence for all x, px conditional qx. Second is pk. Write this. And look at the properties. Which property is useful? So okay, for you I will share you this slide again of the property. Wait. This one. Sorry. This is this property. For all x, px conditional qx, pa. So if px is we are having and pa, so then answer is qa. So for that, in this question, what you will get? Wait, little bit scroll is also required. This one. Okay, so you need, so answer is qk. If it is k, then you can write qk. If it is a, then you can write qa. So for students, if you are having any doubt here in this question, you can ask. But second question, third question you need to solve. Anyone completed this question? Third question?
Sir, what's the conclusion in second question?
This one. For this question, na? Conclusion?
Yes, sir.
But the main thing, first we need to P and Q because we are getting the conclusion in Q. But we get, so then all who works at Taco Bell likes tacos. All. Means particularly we are talking. So, okay, you can take 5 minutes more. I will discuss the complete solution because I need to take Px, Qx. Then I will able to tell you the solution, means the conclusion. Okay, so for any person who works at Taco Bell, for any person, so you can take.
Sir, we need to do contrapositive again here or something.
Again, please.
Do we need to do contrapositive method here?
Not so. Okay, first listen. I think you will get the answer.
Okay, sir.
So, first I will read the question again. For any person, also one thing, this is a little bit tricky topics. So that's why I will solve more questions. So now, if any person who works at Taco Bell, that person like taco. So similarly, if I am working in a company, then definitely I like that company. Then all who works at Taco Bell likes tacos. So particularly they are going at tacos. So now think, I am taking Px such that X works at Taco Bells. Oh, sorry, it is going outside Taco Bells. Okay. So I am taking Px. What is Px? X works at Taco Bells. Okay. So now Qx. This one is complete. Up to here it is complete. Now that person, think in your mind there, now they are talking particularly. So first I will take Qx. So two conditions are given. X likes tacos. because two things are given. For any person who works at Taco Bell's, that person like Taco. Simple. If X is working in Taco Bell, then X like Tacos. So Px and Qx. So what is the condition is given? For all X, Px conditional Qx. Okay, this is in the first point up to here. So what they want to ask? Then all who works at Tacos Bell like Tacos, then now they are asking for all, but about the peoples. So first we need to decide the domain here. Okay, domain. So what is domain of C? Domain of C. So I didn't write. I need to write here. Peoples work at Taco Bell. Okay. Taco Bell. Okay. So domain of C. What is C? Peoples work at Taco Bells. So now, if you look at this point, this one. This point, for all X, Qx conditional Px is given. If you want to apply the property for all X, Px conditional Qx is given, that means X means the people who are working, also you can say for all C, you will get the answer for the particular points for all C, PC conditional QC. Now think, because what is given, it is generalization is given. Now I am taking for particular. Okay, and now I am taking for the particular point. For all, no need to write for all C. You can simply write PC conditional QC by the properties. Universal. First property is universal instantiation. By this property you can write universal instantiation. What is that property? For all X, Px. Sorry, I am writing here because page is not available. So for all X, Px is true. So we can say at particular PC is true. Okay, whatever the propositional functions we have. So if I am having this as a propositional function, so I can write it for particular points, PC conditional QC. Okay, I am also able to write here for all C also. If you write here for all C PC, then it is also okay. Now what is given here? Then all who works at Taco Bell, it is given. So what works here? X works at Taco Bell. Now here all who works at Taco Bell means for all C PC. It is given here for all C PC because a person who works at Taco Bell, this is Px. What is Px? X works at Taco Bell. If C works, then we can write C for all C, or no need to write this one also. You can remove all C also here. It is depending on you. Now look at PC conditional QC and PC. Then what is the conclusion? Conclusion is QC. So definitely then all who works at Taco Bells like tacos. So what is tacos? X like tacos. If I am taking C, then C like tacos. Sorry, this is a little bit a difficult question because today I am not able to find some easy question. So in the next class, first I will discuss some more easy questions also. Then I can discuss the furthermore difficult questions. Don't be in panic. If you are not getting, I will discuss again and again. But it's my promise, you will get the complete topic easily. Okay. So now If you have any doubt, you can discuss here. Otherwise, I will tell you again how to decide the domain also, because I think you are getting confusion between X and C. But here, particular is not given. Particularly is not given. That's why I have chosen for myself domain of C. People who works at Tego. Now wait 1 minute. Okay. Here. So okay. So there is one example. Already you know. I write the question again. In the previous, I have a question. So what is the question? You can think. All men are mortal. Okay. All men are mortal. This is the first point is given. And second, Socrates all men are mortal. Socrates. Wait 1 minute. I will.
Socrates is a man. Socrates is a man.
Socrates is a man. Okay. So this is the question given to you. Okay. Now you need to use the same properties in this question. Okay. So now all men are mortal. So first I am saying for all X, I am taking X is a man. So we can also write for all X, if X is a man, then X is mortal. Okay. So for all X, man X, conditional mortal X. Okay. This one. If it is man X, then it is mortal X. Notation we are using man X or mortal. You can also use PX or QX. Now what is the second statement? Socrates is a man. If X is a mean, then Socrates, man, Socrates. Okay. So Socrates is a mean that men are Socrates. So this is given. So, but now what is the conclusion is given to you? Socrates is mortal. This is the question. Sorry, I will write it again. So this is the question. All men are mortal. Socrates is a man. So what is the conclusion is given? Conclusion.
Sir, use yellow.
You tell me.
Sir, use yellow color, sir.
Yellow.
Yes.
I think yellow is not okay. Socrates. So yellow is not visible. Wait. I am writing again. Sorry. Okay. Question. What is the question given to you? All men are mortal. Okay. Second point, Socrates is a man. This is also given, called premises. Now what is the conclusion is given? Conclusion, Socrates is mortal. Okay. Socrates is mortal. You need to prove it. So now for this sentence it is written like this: for all X, men are mortal. So first we can take for all X, if X is man, then X is mortal. So this one, for all X, man X and mortal X. Second, Socrates is a man. So man means Socrates, because man is the main function, X is a variable. So here we are taking Socrates. Okay. Now what the conclusion we require? Mortal is a Socrates. or Socrates is immortal. So first point, premises. For all x, man x is immortal. So it is premises given. Second, man Socrates means it is a particular point C. You can think man C. If you are thinking mx is a function, then mc is at particular point. So it can be assumed like it. But Socrates is particular, like name. Or you can say, if your Socrates is a man, or either you can say Ram is a man. Okay. So man Socrates. Now two properties we have. That one is like mx conditional qx. If it is qx, then mc. So what the conclusion you will get? So man Socrates, conditional mortal Socrates. So what the conclusion you will get? You will get QC. Which property? Mod exponents. Okay. So mortal is Socrates. This one is easy, but this one, next one. So this question is for your homework. We can discuss in the next class. Question is given to you. Only this is the question. Okay. Premises means from this we are getting this premises as the conclusion. We can derive these premises from this one. Solution is written there, but if you need to prove by the rules, then you can do in such manner. Okay. So this is your homework to read. UI means universal instantiation. Okay. MP means mod exponents. EI means existential instantaneous, or what is instantiation? Okay. Existential instantiation, universal instantiation. You can read the solution by yourself for this question. We can discuss the same in the next class. From the next class I will start from the questions and this question also. This is summary. Okay, means the what you will get from the slides. Today I will send you this slide. Okay. If you are not getting anything, don't be in panic. From the next class I will start again from the basic questions. Okay. Wait 1 minute. First I will download your attendance sheet. And also I will discuss your attendance on the Thursday, or not tomorrow, on Thursday I will discuss. Okay. Okay. And yeah, also video is available in your chat box. Up to 20 days it will be available. If you want, you can not getting anything, you can look at it. Okay. 3.2. Okay. Copy. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask. For this session, this is enough. We can cover the questions in the next class. You will get it easily. Okay.